Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Fused with Shinigami? And yeah, guys, it's an unscripted movie as well, and it's one of your guys' recommendations. So shout out to you, my guy. And if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins at the night of October 10th in Konohagakure no Sato, as the Nine-Tails Biju Kyuubi no Kitsune was rampaging inside the village. The third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, alongside with his subordinates, the Hanbu and the Jonins, and most generally the shinobi of Konoha, were fighting till they dropped dead to stop the Biju for rampaging and destroying their home. As they were waiting and buying time for their current Hokage, the fourth Hokage, Minato Namikaze, as he arrived in the battlefield with his newborn son. Minato, what are you doing here? And who's this boy? It's mine and Kushina's son. I see. I would have congratulated you in other circumstances, but as you can see, we have a thing to deal with. And I don't think it's a prime time to bring out your newborn infant child in front of the Biju, unless his eyes widen. Don't tell me you're thinking of making him. Yes, Sensei, it is the only way. As Kakashi landed nearby, Sensei, are you really going to turn your own kid into a Jinchuriki? As Minato looked at his student, his only alive student, with solemn look and solemn smile. It is the only way. Kakashi, promise me, both of you, that you will look after him and protect him. What about Kushina? She wasn't able to survive. She died, protecting me from the masked man. She was exhausted already from both birth and from the extraction, but she defended me one last time before she died in my arms. He said, her body is in this location. Go, Kakashi. You have a new mission. Don't look back. Hi. As Minato started to prepare Naruto for the sealing process, as he clapped his hands together, finishing the hand seals. Hakai Fuyin! Mystic Arts, as the Shinigami appeared. But Shinigami saw the Kyuubi no Kitsune and decided, you, Biju, will be reformed after 100 years. You are not needed now, and it is dangerous for you to roam around this world. As he, with a single hand pointing towards Kyuubi, warped it out of existence, as if Kyuubi never existed. Minato's eyes widened. Shinigami-sama, your prize will be your soul, mortal. My son. Shinigami's eyes widened as he looked at the boy. The life force of this boy. It's been tampered with. There must be some kind of seal there. As the Shinigami touched the seal and he was absorbed inside the seal, started fusing with Naruto. As Naruto's hair, which was quite blonde, turned tips black, and his eyes were now darker blue with a black hue in them. And he had an air around him that demanded authority and respect, and everyone was fearing him for some reason. But that disappeared when Shinigami did, as Minato was dumping down to the ground. Everyone who was there witnessed this, as Hiruzen then picked up the baby, as he said, What? How can this be? I saw the Shinigami myself going inside Naruto, and he turned pale, much paler than his tan skin. Not only that, his hair, it's different from before, for which I can remember. We have to go back to the council, or they're going to get cranky. As he looked at the other shinobi, pick up the body of the Hokage. We're retreating back inside the village. The threat has been defended from our village. Retreat back, Hiruzen said, as they all cheered and picked up their dead comrades after a minute of cheering and retreated back inside their village. As we see Hiruzen walking back inside Konoha, as Kakashi already delivered the body of Kushina back to morgue. As Hiruzen summoned a Anbu alongside Kakashi to pick up the both bodies and scroll, he was going to bury them separately, not in front of every village, because of their enemies dismembering their bodies or tampering with them. That he didn't want to happen. As he entered inside the council chambers, the shocked expression, carrying Naruto, still a bit confused what happened out there. As Danzo asked, "So, he's the new Jinchuriki?" No, Danzo, he's not." "What?" he asked with a raised eyebrow, as everyone was waiting. As Mabuki stood up and said, "What do you mean, Hokage-sama? You're saying that the boy isn't the one who's used to seal the demon?" "No, he isn't. The Shinigami-sama did something to Kyuubi. We don't know what, but the Kyuubi disappeared." "You mean we just lost our asset?" Danzo said, as Hiruzen glared at him. "Yes, by the hands of a god. That god. What do you want me to do?" As Danzo stood there quietly, he was too thinking what he could do in that situation. Nothing. Answer came to him in realization. He gritted his teeth as the civilians then asked, "Then who is this boy?" "Well, something other than that happened. Shinigami-sama was absorbed inside Naruto." "Uchiha-san, Hyuga-san, I want you to activate your dojutsu. You have my permission. And look at baby Naruto and tell me what you see different." As the Hyuga activated his dojutsu, his name was Hiyashi Hyuga, the head of the Hyuga clan, as he saw through Naruto, as his eyes widened, as he was shivering. It's not the normal chakra inside of him. It's a divine chakra. What kind of? I don't know. It's like the similar one we all felt when Minato summoned the Shinigami. As then, the ground began to shake there, as two skeleton soldiers appeared, and a woman appeared with horns. Her eyes were golden hue. As everyone was now fearing her, her name was Albedo, the secretary of the Shinigami. As she looked at the Hiruzen Sarutobi, old man, with disgust. "You, human, hand over me, Shinigami-sama." What? What do you mean? And who are you?" "I am Albedo, secretary of the Shinigami-sama, from Underworld." "Now give me Shinigami-sama back. I will not answer your second questions, or you will face my wrath firsthand." As the skeletons began to shake, indicating that this woman was dangerous. As Danzo made the biggest mistake of his life then and there, which will cost him his life. "Who do you think you are, demanding things from He stopped there, and the next thing he saw, his body downwards from neck turned skeleton. As everyone there gasped and looked at the woman in shivering and frightening looks in their eyes. The woman only looked at Danzo and this happened. The woman was powerful, terrifyingly powerful. Is this enough of a proof? As the soul of Danzo was extracted from his now tortured body by a skeleton soldier. "Torture him, will you? Third degree, for all eternity. Have my permission." As a paper appeared of Danzo, as a stamp was engraved on it. As Danzo's was dragged back to the pit of hell, where they saw the soul screaming and screeching out there. It was blood-curdling, and everyone feared. If they did many bad deeds, this will be their fate. Yes, you are thinking correct. This will be your fate. Now, will you want me to be the same treatmently given to you, Hiruzen Sarutobi, or you will give me the Shinigami-sama back? But he's Naruto, the son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. Yes, I know, he's half human now, but he is still a god. He is fused with this boy, and hence he became the new Shinigami. I will raise this boy, and he will be the new ruler of the underworld. Or do you want me to summon Kami here? Because Shinigami-sama was her brother, her older brother actually. And now that he's gone and fused with this boy, which will unlikely turn immortal, obviously, he is now her younger brother. So, what will you face, my wrath or her? As then, a bright light appeared. As she looked at Albedo. Albedo, where is my brother? Sorry, Shinigami-sama was fused with this boy. He was summoned here by a human, obviously the father of this boy. As the new appeared woman, namely Kami, looked at the boy, as she smiled and picked it up from Hiruzen with a snap of her fingers, which caused Hiruzen to gasp. He is going to be my new baby brother. I will look after him because he now has to tend to the duties of the underworld. You don't need to worry, humans. You all have good hearts. Albedo, don't torture them. Although, you two, she pointed at Amira and Koharu, I will give you a warning. There might be a sanctuary for you in the heaven, but if you keep up with your deeds, your fate will be same as Danzo's. That is all I can say. I have seen your future. It is much worse fate than I saw. As he looked at Uchihas, don't think of what you are about to do, or you will curse your clan and the last survivor with the curse of hatred. And you, your brother's legacy will be trembling because of your mistakes, and your old legacy will die at his hands if you don't stop what you are doing now. Or you will be dead by both of them if they joined hands together at the end. Hi, everyone said. I will be leaving. Heed my words, population of Konoha. If you ever tried to harm him anyway, when he returns, there will be hell to pay. Literally, this is my warning. As the bright light appeared, as Naruto, Albedo, and Kami-sama disappeared from there, as everyone was quite surprised what occurred there. As he was inside, you heard the Kami herself now. Do you want me any other things to explain? No, Hokage-sama. I think that will be enough, Mabuki said as she sat down with a slump. What the hell was going on? First the kid was now Shinigami, and the next thing was what? Kami-sama's brother? She came down here just to look at him and take care of him? As we go to the upper realm, where Kami-Yami was waiting. Took you long enough, Yami said. Yeah, I gotta deal with them, you know. Yeah, pathetic mortals. So, what happened to Shinny? Well, he fused with the boy. We have a little brother now. We'll raise him properly. Nuh-uh, you're going to make him go psycho again with your antics. As Yami pouted. Oh, come on, party pooper. As Albedo appeared, I'll be taking Shinigami-sama back to Underworld. As Naruto opened his eyes, as he looked at them and giggled. Then and there was a moment of silence. The next thing, all hell broke loose, literally on heaven. As Kami-Yami and Albedo were squealing like schoolgirls and lumping Naruto with hugs as they were giggling. Isn't he the precious and cutest thing ever? Yes he is. As all of them had different plans, Kami and Yami entered their helicopter mom mode. As for Albedo, well, she was going to be making a perfect mate for herself. A mate that will only be devoted to her. This will be interesting, she thought as she licked her lips. Time skip. 5 years later, we see 5-year-old Naruto wearing black clothes as he was carrying a scythe that was in his hands. He also had 2 more hands back which were carrying a beads and a short sword, mainly Chikoto, in his hand. He also had a Shinigami mask that caused his appearance to look more terrifying, but he didn't use it that much. Another one, huh? Naruto said. Yes, Naruto-sama. Albedo, you're back. I didn't see you coming, he said as he was sitting on his throne. Say, when will I go back to my village? You want to visit that place? She said, as she started to cry anime tears. No, don't cry, I was born, that's all. But you are destined to be here, destined to be with me, isn't that enough? I know, but I still want to visit it, you know? Want to see how that place looks like. Fine, I guess I can't go against you, she said with a sigh and blush on his face as Naruto kissed her cheek and left. Thanks, Albedo. I'll go talk to Kami-ne-chan and Yami-ne-chan. As he was going and teleported after her, and well, Albedo squealed like a schoolgirl. Yes, my plan is successful. Naruto-sama is in love with me. Now, Shinigami-sama wasn't this cute, I guess. This new version of him, I will keep him protected at all cost. His personality shall not be lost like the previous one. As Naruto appeared, those humans, the bloodthirsty humans that go and do anything just to fulfill their missions. And they do very bad deeds. You have to send them to hell and heaven as well. Don't tell me about it, they're always fine. As they all chuckled at that, as Naruto then said, "So, what do you think? Should I go there?" "Well, my parents wanted me to go there actually." "You met with them?" "Well, I am the ruler of the underworld, so yeah, I can meet with them. And I basically freed my father from my own stomach. Ugh, don't ask me how, it was quite disgusting. And I found my mother's soul as well, and both of them are employees of mine now." "This is quite, interesting," said Yami, "but I guess it's fine. We'll allow it for them to be close to you. But still, if they're here, then why are you going back?" "Well, I'll be taking them with me. We'll be going and having a vacation there, meeting our friends there. Isn't it okay?" "I guess so, but only for a little bit of time, and after that you must return." "Hi," Naruto said, as he returned back to the underworld, squealing in and joying and jumping in the air like a little boy. He was 5 years of age. At least that is what he was going to do, but due to Shinigami absorbed in him, he was maturing faster than ever. He then saw at a desk doing the paperwork was his father, as his mother was one of his guards, personal guard, just like Albedo, and his advisor and secretary. "Ne, Ka-chan, To-chan." "Yes, Naruto?" I asked Kami-ne-chan and Yami-ne-chan, and they allowed me and you guys to go back to Konohagakure. So you wanna visit?" As both of them frowned. "Naruto, they didn't fulfill our wishes. They are going to... Well, Danzo was going to use you as a weapon. And for that I personally sent him to deeper pits of hell even." "I know that, but... they're not going to do that anymore. I mean, look at me. I'm the freaking Shinigami," as he was bonked on the head by Kushina. Shinigami or not, her employer or not, he was still her son. "Mind your words, young man." Hi, Ka-chan, I'm sorry." "Jeez." As Albedo gave Kushina a confirming nod. "Yes, Naruto-sama, your language should be proper and that of a Shinigami, not in such a vile brute manner." "You too, Albedo." "Oh, come on, nobody takes my side," as they all chuckled as Naruto pouted. "So, what do you guys think? Will I be going there as well?" "Yeah, you'll too, Albedo." "Why won't I go there?" "Hi, I'll go pack my stuff and yours as well," she said comfortably and closed her eyes and went. As she exited the door, she squealed and jumped in the air like a schoolgirl. Yes! Yes! He asked me on a date. It has to be, right? Let's go pack some stuff. My plan is moving forward completely. And plus, Kushina agrees with me. She already sees me as her daughter-in-law, so what's the worry? Nothing. As this was going on, back in Konohagakure, Nosato, everything was, going as planned as per Kami-sama. The Uchihas were spared, and Uchihas didn't plan a coup. And after Danzo's death, Koharu and Hamura stepped down from advisor's seat, and Hiruzen gained the full control back from the council. And Hiashi told Neji the truth and gave him the letter of his father before his death, as Neji shed tears and his heart melted. And he looked out for Hinata, and both of them had a new goal and purpose. He helped even train Hinata. As for the goal, it was to remove the cursed seal and form the clans as a whole family, merging the both sides together, as both of them wholeheartedly agree for this. As for everyone else, they were inside now academy, because 5 years up in the heaven and upper realms were 13s down there. As Naruto appeared there in his humanoid form, he was 13 years of age. Hey, how come I grown up? As his parents said, Naruto, where we are from now, time is different there. You are 5 years of age there. I don't know why you're still in that form, but I guess you like it. But here, you are 13, because time moves here differently. Oh, I see, Naruto said, as Albedo appeared in a 13-year-of-age girlish form. Naruto-sama, you should wear this hood. We cannot let anyone see who we are. And I'll put dust into everyone's eyes. we can walk straight towards the tower. Why walk? Minato said, as they all flying right in there, and appeared suddenly inside the council chamber where the council was taking meeting. Who's there? As everyone saw a yellow flash. As there they saw Minato standing. Minato? Yeah, hello Hiruzen. We're here on a vacation to visit you. Naruto was getting bored of his duties. Duties? Hey Gigi, how you been doing? I've been looking out for ya, watching all of you. And yeah, as I said, Kami-sama or Kami-ne-chan is quite happy with your progress. Everyone's, actually. I guess those old fools took her words to heart and stepped down for the goodwill for not only for them, but for Konoha as well. Yes. Oh Naruto, you have grown up. So, what were your duties up there, Naruto? Asked Inoichi. Oh, just, sending some souls to hell and torturing them there. My father looks out for that department, and my mother, well, I make the decision, final say, and yeah, I send people to heaven and hell. That's my pretty much job. And Albedo's duty is to go and, well, do my job now, because they won't let me touch my psyche and use my original form. Because your aura is so suppressing that it might, well, kill many of the population hereby if you release it. As everyone goes, I'm not gonna release it like that. I just want to use my psyche. It's just so cool. As everyone chuckled, still Naruto. He was still as expected from Kushina and Minato's son. As Kakashi dropped down, revealed his mask. Sensei, it's good to see you. Ah, Kakashi. But he was bonked on the head by Kushina. You broke a rule, Kakashi. Good to see you well, Kushina-ne-chan. As Kushina hugged him. Good to see you well as well, Kakashi. You're doing well for yourself. Say, do you get a girlfriend? No, actually, I am. Don't tell me you read those perverts' books. Yeah, he does, said another voice from upstairs. It was none other than Tenzo, as he was snickering after saying this, as Kakashi glared at him. As the next thing he saw was a punch to his face that sent him through the wall, as there stood the red, hot-blooded habanero in all her glory. But what was this? It was much more scarier this time, as Naruto was shaking. You know what? I gotta go and take a look around the village. Say, what? You wanna go with me, Towa-chan? Albedo-san? Albedo-chan? Yeah, let's go. Everyone said as the three retreated, as Kakashi yelled. Next thing that was heard throughout the whole elemental nations. As this was going on, the Genin were taking their test. As Naruto took a look around the village, everyone was seeing the two father and son pair with surprise, and the new girl as well. As they entered the academy. Hey Naruto, wanna go inside the Shinobi Academy and see what the new population of Shinobi looks like? Yeah, it'll be awesome. As Naruto entered alongside his parents there and went from class to class, and it was finally time for Iruka Umino and his class to meet them. As Naruto knocked the door, come in, as the voice said, as the door slid open as the three walked inside. As everyone gasped, the fourth Hokage! But weren't you? Yes, I am, and I'm currently employed by the new Shinigami-sama, which is my own son. Naruto / Shinigami-sama meet everyone else, mainly from clan children, I guess. You can one by one introduce yourselves? Iruka Umino said after getting out of stupor. Shinigami-sama? And his employees? Oh my god, what the hell was that god doing here? Are they going to die? Sasuke Uchiha, sir, said Sasuke. Sakura Haruno, Inoue Yamanaka, and Kiba Inuzuka, Shino Aburame, Choji Akamichi, Shikamaru Nara. Ah, I guess Naras are still lazy, huh? Yeah, Dad, you were right. Oh, what a drag. As everyone else introduced themselves, as finally the girl said, Hinata Yuga, as Naruto went towards her. You have the potential. You can become really strong, Hinata-chan, but you have to break out of your shell. That is all the advice I can give you. And you're pretty as well. Your eyes are pretty, Naruto said as he tapped 2 fingers on his forehead, which caused Sasuke to be quite surprised and Naruto to blush like madly, and Albedo to grit her teeth and grind them together and clenching her fist. Nay, Naruto-sama, what about me? She said breaking her character for the first time in front of everyone. As this was happening, everyone was quite surprised as well. What the hell was this girl doing? And she was saying this boy was the Shinigami? Hey, lady, you said this boy was the Shinigami, right? Yeah, as Naruto summoned the scythe in front of everyone. As he also gained his true clothes, which were black robes, as Naruto now looked like he demanded respect, and his personality was cold and sent shivers down everyone's spines. Is this more than enough? He said in cold voice. As Scythe disappeared and his cheery personality returned. Yeah, my voice becomes dead cold when I entered that form. Sorry about that if I scared all of you. Well, Hinata-chan, you're beautiful in my aspect. As Hinata then said, is it possible that, I can come with you? What do you mean by that, Hinata-chan? I love you, Hinata said, suddenly getting bold. You said that I had the potential and have to break out my shell, and this is the first step, he said. As Naruto then, this was the first time someone confessed to him, blushed. A cute girl was confessing to him on first sight? He had to admit the girl was cute, and he, was also feeling some kind of emotion stirring inside of him. As Kami and Shinigami was squealing like schoolgirls in the upper realm. See that? Our little brother was confessed by. Oh, first romance, said Yami. This is going to be interesting, they said as they summoned popcorns and watched their brother's life unfold in front of them. As Naruto then said, I guess so. As Minato chuckled, I guess my son is a playboy now. First, Albedo and now you will? What next? A Mizukage? As the Mizukage, who was new Victor, and the newly named Mizukage, who was none other than Maid Hirumi, sneezed. Someone must be talking about me. As after the whole traveling and stuff, the Genis were placed inside teams, and Naruto returned to do his duty back in the upper realm. As this was going, his vacation came to an end, and he promised he will be returning back after a year or two. And 2 years has been passed since then, and a lot of things changed when Naruto returned. He returned to a rubble. Hey, where's Konoha, Dad? Naruto was standing at Konoha. What? What happened? You're the Jinchuriki, right? Huh? What do you mean by that? You are the one who possessed the nine-tailed fox. You appeared. Now fear the power of God. Naruto was like, what? Is he insane? I guess so, Minato said, as he looked towards the man. Hey, you, the ring-eyed boy, do you know where Jiraiya of the Sannin is? He's dead. I killed him by extracting his soul and absorbing it. So, the dead souls are going to you, huh? Dad, I know where your sensei went. If we kill him, and the souls might be released. Naruto, get on with it, I guess. As without a second thought, Naruto's psyche appeared, as he disappeared in blinding speed, as the rest of the Akatsuki member were cut down in cube-sized pieces in front of everyone. As Pain's eyes went, what? As he peered inside the fake tree where Nagata was, psyche on his neck, as his Tendopath rushed towards it. You know, I am the real Shinigami, and you fake god are no longer needed. And with that, he swung his scythe, killing him as well. Your souls will rest in hell, as all members of the Akatsuki souls were sent to hell, mainly Zetsu as well, who was amongst them and dead now. As everyone's soul was released from him. As Jiraiya said, Naruto, as he saw Gaara as well, everyone there, mainly the Jinchurikis, please free the Bijus from the husk of the 10 tails. Only the 9-tailed fox is needed, and the husk will be completed. Don't worry, I will do that. I promise, you will all go to heaven, said Naruto, as they were sent to heaven. As Naruto disappeared in blinding speed and appeared in front of the 10-tailed husk, which was on the moon, as he heard screamings, as he entered the center of the moon where he met with none other than Kagetora Sasuke changed. You, who are you, mortal? As Naruto flared his power. It can't be. Shinigami-sama, what are you doing here? You are the one who caused this pain, right? I'm sorry, I just want to free. You have gone corrupt with the power of the chakra fruit. I will free you from this corruption. As Naruto extracted the chakra fruit from her and destroyed it with his hands, he didn't eat it. As she finally said, "Thank you, Shinigami-sama. You are free, but never to bother Earth again. Tell your kind the same words. Otsutsuki, Kaguya, or you all will face my wrath, and Kamis and Yamis as well." "Did you heed my words?" "Yes, I will leave now, my master." As Kaguya left to her own clan to inform that Shinigami-sama will not take kindly of the steps that they were taking. As Naruto returned back after destroying the husk and freeing the 8 Bijus, as they saw Naruto there, they knew who he was, Shinigami-sama. "We wanted to ask what happened to Ninetales." "Ah," as Naruto snapped his finger. "You mean this?" "Oi, Naruto, where am I?" said a new kid Ninetales. "Ah, Kurama made your siblings. Remember I told you that they all existed out there?" "Yeah, you did." "Hey everyone, hope you can take care of me." As Shikaku laughed. "Ha! The mighty Ninetales, Kyuubi no Kitsune is now a little kid. Ah, isn't that cute?" As Kurama fired a giant Bijutama at him. "Oi, what was that for, you little shit?" "That was for calling me little. I like this form," he said as he gained his original form. "I guess it's time for me to return, Naruto." "Yeah, you gained your memories back, right?" "Yeah, but being down there was much more fun, I guess." "Say, can I visit you?" "You all can," as a triangle appeared in front of everyone, as it was engraved on it. Naruto's sign was a triangle, a summoning circle for him, that he only let those who have it enter the hell on their own and exited without any consequences. "Well, Johnny, you guys can roam around the world." Naruto summoned them back to the earth and they roamed around. And Naruto placed also a seal on them that they couldn't be sealed back again. As he was now in center, as a screen appeared on every village, "People of elemental nations, I am the new Shinigami, and heed my word. Do not use the Bijus as your chakra batteries. If I deem any of you not following my word, you will face my wrath, as did Akatsuki. They are now in deeper pits of hell. Now, all you have been warned," he said as the screen disappeared, and everyone saw the Shinigami in his original form, and they shivered and almost shat their pants, and they nodded, because they lost some precious people to them as well after that. But one girl was so wet that she rushed towards Konoha as she knew the place because Naruto was standing in front of the Hokage monument. As Naruto spent some time there after he revived everyone's soul from that fake god, after he absorbed everyone's soul, as everyone rose from the rubbles, as they saw none other than Hiruzen and Tsunade, and Jiraiya also coming up from his pond where he died. "I guess I'm back, huh?" "I'll go back to the village. Oh man, there's so much water inside of me now. How much time has it been? 1 month?" As Jiraiya then, formed a hand seal and all the water was turned into flames as he threw out the flames. As Jiraiya summoned himself back to Mount Miyaboku, as his name was Evergreen there again, and reverse summoned back to Konoha. As he rushed in, "Minato, it's good to see you." "I guess that's Naruto, right?" he said, looking at Naruto, who was floating above everyone, as they all saw Naruto. And the new Konoha 11 was quite surprised by this, as, without a second thought, a girl glomped him from behind. "Naruto-kun, you're back." Hinata-chan," Naruto said, gaining his childish personality back. He blushed then, as another glomp was heard. It was none other than Albedo. "Naruto-sama, you forgot about me." Albedo-chan, what are you two doing? Everyone's watching," Naruto said, as both of them rubbed their asses on him as he nosebleed and passed out. Next thing he knew, he woke up in his own chambers inside the deep underground, castle of his, as on his left side was naked Hinata, on his right side was, Albedo? Then who was on his chest? A red-haired beauty. I guess I finally found a husband. Who are you? My name is Mei Terumi, and I'm the Mizukage. Eh? Then what are you doing here? Well, I found my husband, I told you, she said as she pressed her assets again, as Naruto passed out, again with the nosebleed. Oh, isn't he cute? Do we have to let her in? Asked Hinata. Yes, she is true to her feelings. She really fell in love with Naruto-sama, and I am a succubus. It is against me to, well, not match the lovers, and we cannot satisfy Naruto-sama as a whole, she said in a whisper to Hinata, as Hinata blushed and they too fell asleep peacefully. As in the upper realms, peace was achieved because of Naruto's warning, and the villages were on halt, fighting against each other, and Kaguya told the clan what occurred, and they too vowed to never bother Earth, or they didn't want to incur the wrath and fury of none other than the gods themselves on them. And hence, a new form of peace was achieved, and Naruto achieved a family down in the underworld and ruled the world forever as Shinigami with his eternal wives and family. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace!